Next on the call is Cornell head coach Ken Austin. Big Red were 2-8 overall, 1-6 in Ivy play, finishing 7th in 2010. Cornell opens its 2011 schedule on September 17th, hosting Bucknell. To ask a question for Coach Austin, press *1 on your telephone keypad now. Coach, while we wait on questions, will you please take a minute, give a quick outlook of your team entering the season?
Sure, I appreciate the opportunity. We're excited, like the rest of the coaches have already stated. We're really excited about the upcoming season. We have most of our key players, in fact, almost all of them, with the exception of Amani Fenton, back this year. We had a tremendous spring, made a lot of improvements throughout the spring, and in particular, our off-season conditioning and training program. We had huge gains in the weight room and overall speed and athleticism, which we focused quite a bit on. Our young players matured quite a bit. Some of them have stepped into leadership roles after being challenged, not only during the season last year, but especially this off-season. I think we came out of the spring healthy, and the guys are ready and conditioned and ready to compete. Very excited about the recruiting class that we had this past off-season. We'll have a handful of those young players that will probably find themselves on the field at some point this year, if not starting, certainly in key roles to give us quality reps on both sides of the ball. So we're going to be young again this year, but we've made a commitment to develop our young players and to get them a lot of experience and to try to bring them up the curve as fast as we can. So I think going into this year, we're going to be a lot more competitive. We know terminology now. We know the offense. We know the defense. We certainly had a ton of carryover into spring and coming out of spring that should help us quite a bit to accelerate things during fall camp, so we can move on and continue to develop what we're doing on both sides of the ball. I think our special teams is really a strong a point of our overall team. We certainly have a great kicker, Brad Greenway, coming back. That will hopefully be in more situations this year to give us quality points when we need them. So excited about the season. Great challenges ahead. We've got great teams in this league. Coach have already mentioned a lot of the talented players that are in this league and guys that we're certainly aware of. Great coaching, really good defenses, and it's going to be a real challenge for us this year, but we're looking forward to it.
If you have a question for Coach Austin, press *1 on your telephone keypad now. Coach, your first question is going to come from Ross Tucker from Versus.
Hey, Coach, I'm just curious. What did you think of the Ivy League? Your first year in the Ivy League, the competition level, the kids, the atmosphere as compared to, obviously, I know it's a lot different from the SEC.
Right. Well, I think the competition's outstanding. I think there's a lot of good players. I think the coaching is of high quality. The teams that we competed against last year were very well prepared. I think they're very well coached, which is a credit to the coaching staffs and the head coaches in this league. And certainly the atmosphere is probably the biggest adjustment because the atmosphere is obviously not anywhere close to major college football. But I understood that when I took the job, and I didn't come for the atmosphere. I came for other reasons. But as far as the quality of the football, I think it's outstanding.
Coach, your next question is going to come from Mark Vieira from the New York Times.
Hey, Ken.
Hi, Mark.
How are you?
I'm good.
Obviously, Jeff got off to your quarterback, Jeff Matthews, got off to a great, had a great freshman year. Don't need to recap what he did. What is reasonable to expect from him this year, and what areas do you see him making the biggest growth on the field, around the guys in the locker room, those sort of things?
Yeah.
What do you think?
He's one of the most outstanding individuals I've been around, and I've been around quite a few of them. He is just a first-class person. He's got great work ethic. He cares. He's totally committed. He's changed his body this off season. He's down about 10 pounds. He's in much better shape. He's physically much stronger. In spring, he understands the game at a different level. He understands how we're teaching the passing game differently now. His reads are much faster. The ball's out of his hand quicker. His decision-making went up quite a bit, his percentage of decision-making throughout the spring. He's very, very accurate. He's got a very strong arm. I think he's the best pure passer in the league. Obviously, I'm biased because I coach him, but I think he's the best pure passer. I think you're going to see a young man that is going to be a lot different even than his freshman year. As you guys know, it's tough to come out of high school and play, especially in the toughest position in all of sports. And Jeff handled himself very well. Had a lot of hits on him, a lot of pressures. We've shored things up on the offensive line with some key personnel changes. I think we're going to be a lot better up front than we were last year. And Jeff has become one of the natural leaders of our football team. And the guys respect him. He doesn't complain. He doesn't whine. He's very physically and mentally tough. I think he's going to be an outstanding player in this league.
How is it all? I mean, last year obviously was sort of he sort of emerged. He emerged very quickly, but maybe I don't know. Maybe amongst some of the people in the team, it was more expected than maybe some observers. This year,
right.
he sort of goes in, and everyone knows he's the guy.
Right.
You know, how does he change his approach, or how does that change the way guys maybe respond to him at all, if at all?
You know, Jess, he was born a natural leader. Not everybody is born with those qualities. You can certainly learn how to lead, but Jeff has it naturally. So the guys responded to him day one when he got on campus. So that hasn't changed. You know, Jeff needs to do what the other players need to do, but specifically as a quarterback, his focus needs to be on just getting better. Making better decisions, protecting the football, making the plays when they're there, running our offense, and just focus on the process of improving and becoming the best player he can become physically, mentally, and emotionally for this football team in that key position. And that's all Jeff's focus is right now. Like I said, I've got a tremendous amount of faith in him. Our players have a lot of faith. Our coaching staff have a lot of faith in Jeff. And I think you're going to see a guy that's going to perform very well. We're able to do more with him, too. I mean, you know, last year our game plans were limited. Jeff was having to absorb a lot. And you know, we only had one receiver, for example, in the passing game that had played the year before that came back and played for us last year. So, you know, we started 33 rookies last year on this football team, and so we're able to move on and to grow our package on both sides of the ball, and Jeff's going to be a beneficiary of that on the offensive side.
Thank you.
Coach, your final question will come from Paul Franklin from the Trenton Times.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Paul.
Question. You played pro ball. You coached in one of the probably the best college conference in the country. With a lot of these rule changes, do you have any concerns that we might be getting too close to being a little bit too soft for what the sport's supposed to be?
Yeah, you know, I've heard that a lot since the rule changes, and I think you have to question the premise of that position. I mean, I don't think anybody right now has a crystal ball and can say for certain that the quality of play on the football field is going to go down, you know, as a result of these rule changes. I think we'll have to wait and see. I know for us and how we practice, it's not going to have a tangible impact in how we prepare for our games. We don't hit a lot on Thursday anyway. Here, and I don't think there's going to be a tremendous impact on us. Now, I will say this. The rule changes will favor the more veteran teams. I don't think there's any question about that. Teams that have a lot of junior and senior players that have played a lot of football together, know the systems in and out, will benefit. They don't have to go live as much as we do in order to develop young players in live situations. So there is a little bit of advantage. But it's okay. You know, there's advantage for a veteran team. Now we're trying to gain experience and to layer in depth in each of our positions, which we suffered from last year. And we just don't have a lot of depth on this football team, so we have to handle that in recruiting. But going forward, I don't think you're going to see as big an impact as some of the outsiders seem to think there will be.
Thanks.
Coach, thanks for joining us today.
All right, thanks, guys.